Hello, my name is Ryan Embry. I am the owner of Classic Shoe and Leather Service in Atlanta, Georgia, USA. I am a third generation cobbler with over 30 years practical experience in the industry. We're doing this series because we want to educate and do some entertainment as well. The education platform that we want to do is because ours is dying art. Being a cobbler working with leather is something that used to be very prevalent in our society and is not so much anymore. That's what dying art really means. So because of that, we want to pass along the education that we have gained over 30 years doing all sorts of things, everything from restorations for museums, pre-civil war restorations for museums, to costumes, custom work for movies. We do all the normal stuff, soles and heels and shines. We do lots of alterations and customizations and all sorts of really cool stuff to do with leather. If it's leather, we do it. So people bring us really cool stuff, and we want to show you that kind of repair. It's just like any other industry that does service. We're going to take in the job, take it apart, figure out what the problem is, fix the problem, put it all back together, and try to make it look like it's supposed to be there, just like most any other service industry does. So that's what we're going to try to teach you. And I also want to teach everybody. That's everybody from people that have never done this before, never picked up leather or had any interest in it, that somehow gain interest because of this or something else that happened in this. They're seeking this out. I want to educate those people all the way up to professionals that have been doing it for a very long time that can learn a couple of tips and tricks from somebody that has also been doing it for a long period of time. Not saying that I'm the best that there ever was or anything like that. I'm simply saying that we all have different ways of learning things, and over a long period of time, we should learn how to do a lot of good things. So I want to be able to teach anybody that's willing to learn. Let's see, I say a lot. We're going to be very honest in this in the filmmaking. We just take in jobs that customers bring us. It really does, we're open and a job comes in and we go, hey, that would be a good one to do a video of. Let's do this and we'll talk about it while we're doing it. That's kind of how our videos are going to be. So when we start one, we really don't know what we're going to get into until we actually do it. That's how this industry works. Things get broken and you have to figure them out. So we're going to go into the job, we're going to take in the job, show you how it's take it apart, show you what's going on, and then put it all back together. And because of that, we don't make short videos. We make lengthy videos with a lot of description, a lot of detail. We will sometimes make videos that show you the entire process from beginning to end. There are other videos where we're going to simply show you a piece of a certain type of a job, like sewing a particular portion of something or putting a patch in this kind of corner. We don't necessarily need to show you the entire 3-week long job if we only really need to show you a 15-minute long segment. So sometimes we'll do that. But you'll see everything that we do. The only things that we're going to really cut out are things like dry time for gluing or transferring from one station to another, or if the job needs to sit overnight or something like that. We'll cut those parts out. But the majority of the stuff we're going to leave in. We might show you one shoe and then, we'll have the other shoe completed later in the video or something like that. But because of that, you get to see everything, including mistakes. If we make mistakes, which we do, most of them is me stabbing myself or getting hurt, which, by the way, is going to be the entertainment value of this video. But we're going to show you everything, including mistakes, how to correct mistakes when you make them, and do stuff like that, or if the mistake even needs to be corrected, if sometimes it's okay to do that and let it fly. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but it's one of those industries that sometimes that happens. Well, that's most of it. I do need to do a disclaimer. Okay, the disclaimer on this video is this. I do want to educate everybody, and I highly encourage everybody to try anything they want to in this video. But understand that we work with very sharp instruments. We work with knives and pokey things and all sorts of things that can do a lot of damage to the human body. In fact, our instruments are designed, the majority of the tools that we use are designed to remove flesh from bone. That is their job, and they're very, very good at it. So, in doing this job, be very, very careful if you want to choose to do it. Me personally, I've been injured a lot, so I don't recommend doing it without some guidance. You should seek out a professional so you can help. That's the other reason we're doing this educational series, is because it's actually really hard to learn this. To get the education, you need to be an apprentice, and an apprenticeship is an education that you get paid for, which is hard to come by nowadays. People don't do that anymore. So it's very, very difficult to get this education. That's one of the reasons I want to pass it on as free knowledge, because I can only train so many people. I've trained several people that have moved on in their careers that have done really well. But I can only train so many at a time, and ours is a dying industry. It's a dying art, and I want it to continue. I want my art form to continue. So as far as the disclaimer goes, I want you to, if you do choose to do this, please seek out a professional so that you can have the education. If you can't do that, go to Goodwill, buy some cheap shoes, practice on those. Do not practice on your girlfriend's Blonics that she broke the heel off the night before. Please don't do that. Take that to a professional, okay? And never use super glue on leather. That's a key. Never. I'm putting that in the intro because that is one of our hard and fast rules. Anyway, beyond that, don't try this at home if you're going to get hurt. Don't sue me if you do get hurt, because I didn't tell you to get hurt or do this, anything like that. So that's going to be our disclaimer there. I hope that works. Other than that, I really hope you enjoy the series. We're going to teach you a lot of cool stuff. If you like it, go try it. If you don't like it, change the channel. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you very much, and I hope you enjoy the videos.